If you want more people to come to your website, to your blog, to your YouTube channel, you need to be using and implementing search engine optimization, SEO. If you want to get good at SEO, at least on a basic level, to help bring traffic to your site, to your YouTube channel, you have to understand the role of keywords and then how to use those keywords strategically so that you can increase that traffic. Now, the thing is, you cannot just throw keywords up on your website. You cannot just throw them into a blog post and think that that's going to help somebody find your page. In the previous video in this SEO series, we talked about all the different types of keywords. I don't even remember how many we talked about, but it was a bunch. So if you haven't looked at that video, make sure you go back and watch it. So you got the baseline of like what these different types of keywords are, but now you need to figure out how to strategically research these keywords so that you can figure out how to implement them into your content strategy. So that's what we're talking about today. The process that I'm going to walk you through is just 3 steps, and I'm going to show you how to create a document that I like to use to create my keyword plan. Step 1 is your content strategy. Now, if you have watched previous videos, you've heard me mention the content strategy series. You've heard me refer you back to that series over and over again. The reason for that is because any SEO efforts you try to make on your website, any keyword planning, it all ties back to your content strategy, because in that content strategy, you identified 3 key pieces of your strategy that are going to dictate all the content you create. I'm going to summarize those 3 things here for you right now. So number 1 are your business goals. When people say, oh, I'm creating content, oh, content is king, blah, 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 that is not entirely accurate. If you are talking about content for a business, that's not just content, that's content marketing. And content marketing is not just about creating content. Content marketing also includes content strategy, content planning, content distribution, content promotion, content repurposing, content evaluation. It's a multi-step process. It's much more than just content creation. So that's why we always have to start with a content strategy, and that content strategy is going to help you identify what your business goals are, number 1. So you need to know in advance, like, okay, you're saying you want to use SEO for your website, but why? What is your goal? Are you hoping to bring people onto your email list? Are you hoping to bring people into a Facebook group? Are you hoping to get someone to go to your e-commerce website and purchase a t-shirt? Are you hoping to get someone to subscribe to your YouTube channel? What are you hoping to get someone to do? That is your business goal. And so once you know whatever that end goal is, you can work backwards and create a strategy that's going to help you reach that goal. But if you don't know what that goal is, there's no way you can create a strategy, because where's your strategy going to? What are you trying to do? You feel me? So the business goal is the key thing, is the first key thing that's going to come from your content strategy. The other key thing that comes from your content strategy is understanding who your audience is. You need to be talking to a specific group of people. I'm not going to go into detail about how you identify that specific group of people. You can find that in the content strategy series, but you need to make sure that you know exactly who your audience is and what they care about. And then the last thing that is important and comes from your content strategy is your buyer's journey. So your buyer's journey is going to tell you what your buyer's thought processes are at different stages of their journey within your business's ecosystem. So if they don't know anything about you or anything about the products or services you offer, what are their thought processes? What are they thinking? What about when they realize like what their problem is or what their issue is? What is their thought process? What are they thinking? And then when they become aware of the solution that you offer to solve that problem, what are they thinking? So it's being aware of like being able to put yourself in that person's shoes and understand what is the mental journey that they're going through as they are moving along in the process. After you go back to your content strategy, or you flesh out those 3 things, your business goals, your audience, and your buyer's journey, the next thing that you want to do is a brain dump. Now, this step is important because it helps get all those ideas that have been percolating around in your brain onto paper or onto your computer, depending on how you want to set it up. I prefer to do my brain dumps in a Google Sheet because it helps me keep things organized, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do that right now. Cool. So what I'm going to be showing you guys is how I, on a very, very basic level, perform this keyword research, okay? And we're going to use the example of patio furniture because I am currently in the market for some quality patio furniture. So let's pretend like we have a website that's dedicated to patio furniture And we offer a service that helps people choose the right patio furniture. Our business goal with our content strategy is to increase the number of subscribers to our email list, because we find that our best buyers come from email, and so we want to get as many people on our email list as possible. So the reason that we are using content is to build up our email list. So let's keep that business goal in mind. Our audience consists of millennial aged homeowners who live in the Southeast. Okay. That may or may not be me. And we could go into much deeper detail about like specifically who our homeowners are, particularly like income status, education, number of kids, specific location in the Southeast, how much time they spend outdoors, all kinds of things like that. We can get into the nitty gritty details. And if we were actually doing this for real, that's exactly what we would do. But for the sake of this little experiment, we'll just say millennial aged homeowners in the Southeast. Now is the brain dump step. So we're going to think of all the keywords that we could possibly think of related to patio furniture. When I say we're brain dumping, we're basically thinking about all the different things people could be typing into that Google search bar or to the YouTube search bar when they are wanting to learn more about patio furniture. So one thing that I like to do when I get stuck is I just go to Google and I see what they suggest here as these like fill-in keywords. So all of these then become keyword options. I would dump all of these into that document. So let's say outdoor. So we let the predictive text tell us what people are searching for. Let's also go down to the bottom of Google and see what they say are other related searchers, because all of these become keywords. I also want to add that if you want to use tools to help you brainstorm, that is a wonderful idea. You do not have to rely on your own brain to produce all of this information. I shared, I believe, 6 amazing tools that I use for my keyword research process literally all the time in this video right here. So if you need suggestions for how you can use those tools, or what are some free tools that you can use to come up with like literally endless content ideas, endless keyword ideas, check out that video right there. Another awesome resource that is in that video I told y'all about is Answer the Public. So I'm gonna go here. And the best type of keyword to type in to answer the public is a very broad keyword. So I wouldn't say patio furniture in the Southeast. That's too specific. You want to keep it broad, because they are going to give you whole lists of related keywords and questions that people ask about this particular topic. Look at this. Look at this. All of these questions that people ask about patio furniture, these are all going to go in that brain dump document. All of these that are potentially relevant to that company are going to go in that brain dump document. Look at all of these. You do not have to come up with keywords at the top, off the top of your head, y'all. Watch that video that I keep telling you to watch, because you will see more resources like this one that can help you come up with keywords. So you got a sense of how you're going to populate this list with as many keywords as possible. Now, when it comes to monthly search volume, you're going to get that information from an SEO/keyword tool. And let me tell you right now that especially these unpaid tools, they have limitations. They are not perfect. There are downsides to all of them. These are very rough estimates of how many people are searching for these keywords per month. But for the sake of what you needed to do, these are going to be fine. Okay. So an example of one of them is, I don't know what people call it, KW Finder, Keyword Finder, whatever you want to call it. There are also free trials of more expensive keyword research tools like SEMrush or SEMrush. Moz, you can pay like, $7 to $10 just to get a trial for like 30 days and then turn it off, because, you might not need it longer than that. But this one has a 10-day free trial. So I'm just going to use this to show you what I mean by monthly search volume. I'm going to change it to English just for the sake of what we're doing. And you'll be able to see approximately how many people are searching for this particular keyword. You'll also see over here the keyword difficulty, which is like an estimation of how hard it would be for you to rank your content for this particular keyword. The more general your keyword, the harder it's going to be to rank it, more likely. The more specific, the easier it'll be to rank it. So you can see here that the average monthly search volume for patio furniture is 784,000, which could sound good at face value, but that means that you are competing against some heavy hitters for that keyword, which is part of the reason why it has such a difficult keyword difficulty score. Now let's look at something like patio furniture sales. Let's see what that search volume is like. Not as high, 1,500. That's what you're gonna do for every single keyword on this list, and that's gonna help you prioritize which keywords you wanna go for sooner than later, but we'll talk more about that later. Competition, what I meant here was like keyword difficulty, basically. So you could enter that in this column so that you can have a sense of like how hard it would be for you to rank for that particular keyword. And then I just unhid this particular column. This column is related to your buyer's journey. When you have done all your brain dumping of the keywords, you've looked at the monthly search volume and the competition, you've written any notes. If you've had ideas while you were researching, this notes column is a great place to just jot that stuff down. The last column that's going to be really helpful for you is your buyer's journey, because it's going to help you group your keywords based on who is most likely to be searching for them. So is the person who you want to come to your website and purchase services to help them find patio furniture, when are they searching for these particular keywords? At what point in their buyer's journey are they searching for this stuff? So if they're coming on and searching something very general like patio furniture, they're probably in an earlier stage of awareness. Like they may be problem aware, right? They may know that they need some patio furniture, and they're just starting their search. Or they could be unaware. They may be unaware of what's available for them as far as patio furniture, so they're searching for more information about it. If they are searching for something like where to buy patio furniture, what do you think that person is? Unaware, problem aware, or solution aware? Unaware meaning they know minimal, very little information about what it is they're looking for. Problem aware meaning, okay, they've identified that they have a problem, but they don't yet quite know how to fix it. And then solution aware being they know they have a problem and they know how to fix it. And now they just need to pick what tool or resource they're going to use to fix it. So if you're asking where to buy patio furniture, that person's probably solution aware. They're getting close to, or they're ready to make a purchase. So that's what you're going to do for all of these keywords, and that's going to help you structure how you're going to build out your content around these particular keywords. Keyword research, keyword planning is all well and good, but honestly, it means nothing if you don't then take that keyword research and implement it and execute it, whether it's on your website or your YouTube channel or what have you. So the question then becomes, okay, how do I bridge the gap between this document that I have right here and actually creating the content? And that's a wonderful question, and that is the exact question that the next video in the SEO series is going to answer. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know when I'm back in these YouTube streets with the next video in the SEO series for you. And until then, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll see y'all next time.